Snake Island. The bizarre true story of Earth's most venomous isle. The deadly golden lancehead snakes living on Snake Island have fast-acting venom, which cause a range of nightmarish symptoms. Just off the coast of southern Brazil lies the island of Queimada Grande, known as Snake Island. If you are interested in animals, let's know more about them. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications bell and like. Covering just 43 hectares, 106 acres. This rocky island is home to between 2,000 and 4,000 highly venomous golden lancehead vipers, Bothrops insularis, which can grow to 70 centimeters, just over 2 feet. The snakes were trapped there around 11,000 years ago, at the end of the last ice age, when rising sea levels cut them off from the mainland. No mammals live on the island, so the snakes had no predators to keep their numbers in check, but also very limited prey, with few ground animals to hunt. The snakes became specialists in catching birds that visit the island during their annual migrations. This diet may explain why their venom is so deadly, whereas most venomous snakes have the luxury of biting their prey and tracking it until it succumbs to the venom. The golden lancehead needs to kill their prey quickly, before the bird has a chance to fly off. Golden lancehead venom is fast-acting and causes a range of horrifying symptoms, from kidney failure to internal bleeding and tissue death. However, these deadly properties have prompted some researchers to investigate the venom for medicinal uses, such as treating heart disease and blood clots. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the island is uninhabited by humans, and the Brazilian Navy has forbidden visitors, except for authorized scientific expeditions. This is as much to protect the snakes as it is to protect unsuspecting tourists, found nowhere else on Earth. Golden lanceheads are considered critically endangered. Extremely determined wildlife smugglers make illegal visits to capture the snakes. However, as their potent venom is prized on the black market, a few brave inhabitants did live there in the early 1900s, tasked with running the lighthouse, but legend has it that the family was killed by snakes, and the lighthouse has since been automated. The golden lanceheads favor forested areas of the island, where they can hunt their prey. Some estimates suggest that in the forests there may be as many as 1 lancehead per square meter. Scientists say that their numbers are decreasing, however, due to habitat loss, disease, illegal poaching, and the negative effects of inbreeding in this isolated population. A much smaller, non-venomous snake known as Savage's snail-eater, Dipsas albifrons, also lives on the island. So, if you ever find yourself stranded on Snake Island, your best bet is to avoid the forests and stay on the rocky shore, where you're unlikely to bump into a golden lancehead. If you venture into the forest, watch out for vipers overhead and on the ground. Edible plants and animals are limited, but you could eat one of the snakes. If you can catch it, just be sure to remove the head, where the venom glands are located, before you tuck in. If you suffer a golden lancehead bite, you'll need to get medical attention very quickly. The venom can kill in under an hour, although only around 7% of people die. The island is patrolled by the Navy, so a speedy rescue isn't impossible. Ilha de Queimada Grande has a variety of vegetation. The island is partly covered in rainforest and partly bare rock and grassy cleared areas, a result of deforestation. The deforestation is the origin of the island's name. The term Queimada is Portuguese for forest fire. Locals attempted to clear land for a banana plantation on the island by burning. A lighthouse was constructed in 1909 to steer ships away from the island. The last human inhabitants left the island when the lighthouse was automated. Because there are so many snakes on one island, by some estimates 1 snake per square meter, 10.8 square feet, there is competition for resources. However, several sources have debunked this claim and stated it is simply impossible to support such a large population with so few resources. Despite a population of 41 recorded bird species on Queimada Grande, the golden lancehead, Bothrops insularis, relies on only 2. The Troglodytes musculus. Southern house wren, which is usually able to avoid the golden lancehead as a predator, and the Chilean Alinea. A species of flycatcher, which feeds on vegetation in the same area as the snake. The island was previously thought to have a population of about 430,000 snakes, but recent estimates are much lower. The first systematic study of the population of the golden lancehead found the number to be 2,000 to 4,000, concentrated almost entirely in the rainforest area of the island. This might have happened because there was a limited amount of resources and the population became level. But in 2015, an estimate by a herpetologist on a Discovery Channel documentary stated that the population remains at 2,000 to 4,000 golden lanceheads. The golden lancehead also may be at risk from inbreeding, effects of which are evident in the population. Because of the overall low population of the golden lancehead, the snake was labeled critically endangered on the IUCN Red List of threatened species. It also was placed on the list of Brazil's endangered animals. The island is also home to a smaller population of Dipsas albifrons, a non-venomous snake species. If you are interested in animals, stay tuned.